Hello, thank you all for watching. This is Manny Sunny Sun with this week's Astrological Report. We begin on Monday. We have the moon in Cancer. The moon makes a very supportive aspect to planet Neptune, makes a formation of a trine, moon opposition Pluto, moon square Uranus, sun conjunction Mercury, and Jupiter is stationed retrograde. So let's begin with the moon in Cancer. The moon in Cancer, when it moves into this constellation, the sign rules our emotional nature, our receptivity. This planet rules our domestic side, our emotional need indicated by the moon. The moon is purely instinctive. It is instinctive in our unconscious side of our nature. Everything that is shown upon the moon, it reflects. Therefore, everything that is shown upon our emotions, it is reflected. This is the moon in Cancer. The Cancer moon is represented in the home, the feminine quality, and the maternal home, the female sex. Cancer moon is about going into our emotional house, the time to seek within and give nurture to our emotions. In a more developed chart, it gives the energies precise of many emotions, the emotional concern in the matters of comfort, creating its own environmental haven, root taking inward, creating the right conditions that represent self-nurture, back into feelings and intuitions, and feeling things more and gathering for a watery use. This is a time to gather up memories of past times, and that is more what the moon represents. It's about feelings, it's about going back our early upbringing, so it brings that nurturing back to the home, back to the domestic side. And we have today the sun, Mercury now moving into the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the traveler, the journey. Sagittarius is more represented in going beyond everyday reality, and sometimes we can travel within the mind, symbolically traveling or physically taking the road and going in that journey and packing up. So when Mercury is stationed in Sagittarius, well, what is the indications? What is more important, and what can come about for our personal transformation? Well, we can expect communications based on expressions of our intuitions, of our home and family. Also, traveling could be a day to experience that in search of journeys. And this is a very important time, a strong indication that these energies are dominant, and they're being emphasized at a sun in the Mercury and Sun. Mercury is all about communications, distributing information, conveying your ideas and messages. And when you have Mercury, which is an air sign, very, very communicative at this time, we would at this time be more absorbed in our communications, in dealings with people. We have a clear mind, we're very objective, we have that, we're absorbed in many times. Mercury has a multifaceted interface that conveys many ideas, many messages, thoughts. So at this time, we're able to learn more of our philosophies, learning more about what enriches the groups, what sort of ideas can we learn. So we can learn in new experiences, new philosophies, journeys, how we formed our experience in going forward in our journeys, and aligning us to Mercury, our intellect, and a better have that ability to listen to others, to speak. You have that information. Mercury is the planet of communications. It's about learning and experiencing through the mind, through the intellect, and having that formation with the alignment of Mercury and Sun. making it a conjunction, a very strong in our personal charts. This could be aligning us more into our more higher philosophical ideas towards our beliefs, towards our religion, towards our society. Our beliefs are better structured at this time. And you have great way with words because Mercury rules intelligence. Mercury rules the part of our horoscope that has to deal with communications, meaning to convey a message. So, and Sagittarius, it means about places. It represents intellectuals or faraway distances. So we're trying to convey a forward message that it's very, it has some potential, has some tendencies where people could really gravitate towards your words. At this time, this is very, very amplified and has that energies behind those words. And Mercury is a very busy sign because Mercury rules transportations, newspapers, broadcasting, media, distributions, traffics, neighbors, siblings, ideas, thoughts, writing, journalism, office work, and most of the time it has to do with the conveying a message and the power through the distribution of words. So in many ways this could give you that strong emphasis with your wittiness, with your intelligence, conveying that message towards your core belief, which is the Sun is in Sagittarius and Mercury is in Sagittarius. So in many ways you can identify others. Sun, very paternal, very authoritative, has that masculine. They're both masculine signs. So at this time we could be the center of our solar system. We could be the center of attention based on the words we convey. So you have that ability to really captivate the audience, captivate yourself, and really represent in the best of light and the best of spirit with this placement, which is very, which people could look you and say, oh, this is who I am, because the Sun reveals that that identity, giving the sense of purpose, also the ego, and how we have that ability to convey our message. So the Sun in Sagittarius is a very dominant sign. It's a life to travel, so at this time you're more of an explorer, and you have those traits that give you that philosophical ideas and more into those beliefs and those structures, those insights that have formed the Sun in Sagittarius, the egos. And you're able to find those hard questions, and you'll find the answers with Mercury being able to give your whereabouts in these extraordinary insights with Mercury. And you're able to create that space, you're able to create that identity towards others that you're expanding, and people are able to follow you in the right directions because of your forceful words. So at all this time, they could call you the adventurer, the philosophical, the intellectual, the journeyer, the explorer, the journey. The journey is calling you with Mercury, and life is gonna bring everything to you with Mercury and the words and the people that we have linked up and have a great connection based on good spirits.